Veni Creator Spiritus, mentes tuorum visita.
Hi everyone, my name is MILENA Díaz, and it is a great honor and pleasure to be here with each and every one of you, sharing about not to fear. And I know it's really easy to say, do not fear, and it's written so many times in the Bible. But when it comes to you, to your real life, to your real decisions, it becomes a great mountain in front of you, and sometimes we don't know how to climb it. That's why I'm here today, talk a little bit about my testimony and how I got so many mountains in front of me and how I overcame each one of those with the grace of God. So around 10 years ago, I was 15 years old. Yes, I'm 15, yeah. And I was in that stage of my life that I knew better than everyone else. I had a great relationship with my mom, my sister, my brother. We all lived in one apartment, and I met someone, and that someone was not 100% clear and truthful. So I started going out with this person, and later on I find out that he had a wife, and he did not tell me that he had a wife, but he said that he was married because he needed documentation papers, which at that time it was really normal for everybody to get married just to get their papers. So fast forward, I found out that he was married, and it was for real, that his wife had a baby, that she was pregnant. And he was like my first boyfriend, my first everything, you know, that first love. So we started dating. When I found out, I was obviously really hurt. It was a very damaging psychological relationship where I stayed for a couple of years. And during those years, which was around 4 years more or less, he had a firstborn, he had a secondborn. And by the end, it was just hectic, obviously, because what does not come from God is not going to succeed. I was really hurt psychologically. I was really damaged, and I had lost my virginity with him, and everything I knew, it was just through his eyes. I completely messed up my family's relationship. I had a really bad relationship with my mom because of all the lies that I had to say to go and meet him and come back, with my sister, with my brother. So it was a really rough time, but that's the mistakes that we make and we learn from. From there, by the end of our relationship, when everything was just completely like down, we knew we couldn't go on, I felt disrespected, and I didn't feel loved, secured, or valued for who I was and what I was. But at that time, I didn't know those were the words, and at that time I really was not clear who I was or what God wanted from me. I didn't even think about God. I just really knew that I was wrong, because my mom comes from a very faithful Catholic formation. She used to serve in the church and everything. So from there, when I'm 19, I become pregnant, and that's where the ball drops completely. Obviously, I didn't have the relationship I wanted with my mom, so that was one of the really bad signs. I was really scared, obviously. I didn't know what to do, and I had everything to lose. When you put things in a balance, I didn't have anything to win, but everything to lose. I did not have my papers. I was illegal at the moment. I didn't have a job. My mom was a nanny, so her income wasn't that great. My brother was everybody was just trying to make life without documents, without all of this stuff. And aside from that, personal issues that I had, and how scared I felt to tell my family and what was gonna happen. He was married, like I said before. He had 2 kids, and at the moment when I told them that I was pregnant, he said he was waiting for a baby from his wife. So that just completely blew up, obviously, everything. So I came to a situation in my life when I had all the reasons the world gives you to not have this baby, to kill this baby, to abort this baby. And you know, I didn't have money, no job, no papers, no future, no father that was gonna take care of the baby, no support from my family. And obviously I was the laugh around everyone because I got played, basically. So those couple of weeks that I found out and that I was, you know, just thinking what to do, I had to tell my mom, I had to tell my sister, and it was really bad for them. Obviously I felt hurt, I felt denied. It's not a feeling that I obviously want everyone to feel. I didn't feel welcomed in my own home because obviously they were mad, they were sad. But one green little light in my life at the moment was when I told my mom that I was pregnant and she started asking who it was and all these questions. I got really mad. I was very mad. And she's like, and I told her, so what do you want me to do? You want me to not have this baby? And she's like, no, how are you gonna say that? You're crazy. And I was like, okay. So that's a relief, you know, that's a big green light at the end of the tunnel. And that guy at the moment, he would call me, chase me, go after me, telling me that he was gonna pick me up, that we're gonna go to the doctor, that he was gonna take me so I could have an abortion. And life just started like messing up everywhere, and every turn I would take, it was just really scary. And like I said at the beginning, the mountain would just get bigger. I didn't have a doctor, I didn't have insurance, I didn't know where to go about it. I was only 19 years old, and that's when everything just comes into me, you know, like in front of me. And that's where I go back to God, because sometimes we just wait for that bad situation to happen to go back to him. And I was scared, and I felt lonely and sad. And I was like, am I really going to raise a baby when I'm just 19 years old and I don't even have anything for me? What can I give her? So I started having all of those negative thoughts in my head, that I wasn't able to do it and all this stuff. And it just really got to me. And that's when I tell you, do not fear. And that's why God says it so much in the Bible. Do not fear, because for every situation, for every rock that you have on your way, there's always the light. There's always a better answer when we choose God, when we choose the right path. So going forward a little bit, thank God, and to my mom's prayers and to everyone that was around me that gave me a good talk, because I had the majority was negative. Everyone would tell me, just abort, you're gonna ruin your life, you have no idea what this means, what you're gonna go through. But I really thank God that I chose life. I chose life, and that completely changed my life. Even though I had all of those hard moments and negative thoughts, I have today a 10-year-old. Her name is Mia, and she came to my life just to uplift everything, to change everything. I'm not gonna say it has been easy, because it has not, but it's worth it, because today I have found my value, my purpose, who I am, what I am, whose daughter I am. I am God's daughter, and he wants the best for me. And now that I found my purpose and what I want in life and what I'm going after in life, and that I have a young girl that's looking up to me, I just thank God. And like I said at the beginning, I feel honored to be here, to be able to tell each one of you how putting fear aside gives you more strength, gives you power, gives you the correct mindset to go after what's correct, what's right under God, and what's right for love. And today in this world, that abortion is just a pill away or a call away, and it's so easy for young girls to go after an abortion. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. There's always faith. There's always hope that things are gonna come through. I had all the right reasons to go and have an abortion, all of them, and a lot of people behind me telling me you need to go have an abortion. But I just thank God, and I get like this because I know it was through the prayers, and through all the people in the church praying for me not to have an abortion, not to go the wrong way, that I guess the Holy Spirit just went, here, get the strength to not have an abortion. And my daughter right now is the best thing that I could ever ask for. We've grown so much, and now God has me going around telling this and giving glory to Him, because it is all thanks to Him, the strength, the faith, the hope, and the corrections that I have made in my life. It's all thanks to Him and to His glory, and that I'm standing here encouraging everyone and telling everyone that being afraid is just a step that keeps you from seeing God's glory. It's just one little rock that doesn't rule who you are or the good decisions that you have to make. And like I said, today I'm happy God has called me for many ministries in the church, and He just has me singing, playing the piano, being an example with my daughter and to my daughter, and going around talking about this testimony and healing each and every day all the emotions and all the stuff that I felt back there, because it's a process that every day is a new day of healing, of becoming better, of becoming more of a child of God. So this is my message to each and every one of you. Never let fear hold you back from the good decisions, the right decisions, because God is always going to make that little problem into a big blessing, so you could glorify Him and just speak Him, walk Him, be Him, in this human body. So God bless each and every one of you. I hope you enjoy each one of the themes that everybody has been giving here, and God bless you.